Thank you, Chief Joe. I put the lights on because I don't like being in the dark. Thank you very much for having this opportunity. I'd like to share with you how the Major Project Coalition, its resource team, and you on the table have helped us Gitsegukla in ways that some of you don't even know. In October 1st, 2014, Gitsegukla shifted from co-management into third party. So how that happened, we went out there, we simply nodded, and the end result findings was that Gitsegukla was 5.3 million in the hole, mainly based on no accountability of expenditures within the system. So I got elected in July 7th, 2015, and I've been part of the Major Project Coalition prior to that. And one of the key things that I understood as a chief was that we needed to change our ways of governance. And so I utilized, Major Project Coalition had been immensely supportive in getting us as a community to where we're at today. Not financially, but through resources. That's far more valuable to us now than anything else. One of the key essential foundations that we learned and implemented was accountability, respect, transparency, inclusion, and teamwork. Those are the key ingredients of good governance. And I'm doing that as I stand on the table here. I've been involved with Major Project Coalition for 3 years, 2 years as a steering committee member, and just recently as a board of director. But one of the key things that we did, that I did as a chief, was go to First Nations Financial Management Board and talk to Hal Callan and tell them we've been in this situation for 15 plus years, and we need to get out and stay out. So Harold and his organization, First Nations Financial Management Board, worked with us to get a FLAW certification, First Nation Administrative Law certification. We're in the process of doing that now. And one of the key things that I learned from as a member when Gitsegukla joined in the initial phase of the coalition, one of the key things I brought up back to our table is capacity building that I've learned from here. The framework and understanding of our key fundamental guidance, which is updating our obsolete policies, human resource policy, employment policy, governance policy, finance policy. Those are the ones we've updated so far. We're just in the process of nearing the end of the last stage of our draft and our housing policy. Those are the things that are key and essential to good management and good leadership. One of the key things and essential things I learned here is seeing what's going on here, but from a smaller scale. We as the leadership, we as sitting on the table had to learn to get along with each other, to acknowledge that every council member sitting on our table was an essential component of leadership, and that every person should and must have an opportunity to speak on every issue. So we understand and respect that feedback before we make a decision. Those are the things that we learned on, is to focus on an issue, not people. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but our council table before that, we just snapped at each other, personalized everything. We had to agree to leave that outside the door and focus on what it is that we need to do, because it wasn't about us on the table. The same way it's not here. It's not about us on the table. It's about our members at home, those that we represent. Another key factor that I learned here is that we have to embrace our third-party managers, MNP, and our funders, INAC, as partners, and not view them as adversaries. Because one of the key things is that I learned sitting on our table prior to me becoming chief is that we're always fighting, demanding different stuff from INAC. And obviously they tuned out when we started doing that. Reviewed everything that we've done, reviewed our submitted map, and informed me first thing yesterday morning at 8:30 in the morning. They called me and they told me we have officially approved for Gitsegukla First Nation to move from third-party management into recipient appointed advisory, which used to be known as co-management. That is the biggest news for us. We've completed that in 2 years. We've completed that in 2 years. That is what governance is about. We are proud that we did it. And yes, we started off on a very rough track, very rough trail, because we inadvertently inherited that type of leadership that was before us. But we role model a new type of leadership. So this is what I've learned from the Major Projects Coalition. This is what all of you have taught, have contributed to this, the technical team. All of those are quite valuable. And our next step now is that we're now in partnership with First Nations Financial Management Board as one of the 5 pilot projects for de-escalation, and we'll be commencing work with them as quick as possible, but we're holding off until after the election. So I don't know what's going to happen after July 7th, that's when our election is, but I only leave it to the Creator, because I'm not one to campaign. I always leave it to the Creator. I have never ever campaigned in my life. To get to where I'm at, I leave it to the people. The people want to change. Hopefully, this is the type of change that they wanted. Because I got in by a landslide 2 years ago. And we'll see what happens here. So I just wanted to share this with you, because it's quite valuable, the tools that we're learning. To us, this is a major project, major accomplishment that we've done in 2 short years. So thank you very much.